Yep.
To some people, the sound of a baby babbling doesn't mean much. But that's not necessarily true. By 6 months, they're combining vowels and consonants. By 9 months, they're trying out different kinds of sounds. And by 12 months, their babbling is beginning to take on some meaning. Especially if there's no babbling at all. Little to no babbling by 12 months or later is just one of the possible signs of autism in children. Early screening and intervention can make a lifetime of difference and unlock a world of possibilities. Take the first step at autismspeaks.org. A public service announcement brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
That was the rule, but it was a rule in a different league that he works in. So, anyway, bottom line is we both had a chance to win it. We didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, they both teams play by the same rule.
Funding for this station is provided by Fisherman 3 Restaurant. Have a craving for fried or broiled seafood but don't have time to drive to the Cape? The Fisherman 3 Restaurant, located at 411 Old Colony Road in Norton, has shrimp, squid, and lobster made to order. Their seafood arrives daily from the ocean to your table with other menu options available. They're normally open every day, but now have special COVID hours of Friday and Saturday, 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. for takeout or sit down. They're also currently hiring. For more information or to order, you can call 508-222-8090.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this special broadcast of boys high school baseball as the Attleboro Blue Bombardiers take on the Foxboro Warriors, local rivals. Attleboro in the Kelly Rex division of the Hockomock League, Foxboro in the Davenport division. The Bombardiers went 14-10 last year, or 2019, reached the Division I South Finals against Taunton High. Taunton, the eventual champion, knocked off the Bombardiers. Foxboro went 6-14 in 2019. Both teams 1-2 in the season. I'm Paul Healy, along with Kevin Callahan. Kevin.
Good afternoon, Paul. How are you today?
Sweat well. I just had surgery on my right hand. I had some skin cancer removed.
Everything goes successfully?
Well, it was a 2-hour wait.
Yeah, I got that text from you.
Yes, but the procedure went just fine, and I had to scurry down here. But Kevin, I might not be on my A game. I missed my afternoon nap.
Uh-oh.
That's why when you went to hand me a copy of the stats, I said, you handle that today.
It could be a long afternoon, folks, but I'll do my best. Do my best.
For Foxboro, Liam Mulkern will make his first start of the year. And for the Bombardiers, it's going to be Jake Gorman on the start. And I know Foxboro, you mentioned, has a player or two already scheduled to play college baseball.
Yeah, Sean Yost, who's serving as today's designated hitter, will be heading to University of Hartford. And Cam Prescott, senior captain, will be going to Framingham State University.
The Fighting Rams.
And if you follow some of our calls in the past, you have Ryan Morey from Attleboro at Framingham State, and Kyle Bulger from North Attleboro High School, also at Framingham State.
Excellent.
So not too far from the Hawk will Cam Prescott be going.
We are at the new Drummond Street Field next to the Brennan Middle School. It is an all-techno-turf field, no dirt anywhere. The left field fence is about, 320 away down the line?
Yeah, I think I guessed wrong when I said 330 at Matt McMahon's home run, and someone had told me it might be closer to 320 or 315. I don't want to diminish Matt's home run.
Yes.
It was an absolute rocket of a line drive, and may have gone to 330, which is probably what I saw.
Yes, exactly. The fence ends in left center field. After that, it is all open spaces. My father's in the Hall of Fame at UVM for baseball and basketball, 1939 and 1941, and they had no fence on their home field. He led the team in home runs, and they were gappers, which is what happens.
Yeah, the outfielders have to really, really emphasize the angles that they take and run out on an outward angle, because if it gets by them, the ball is going to roll for a very long time, and most likely will be coming inside the park home run. There are soccer nets in deep left center.
Yeah.
That I wonder if that becomes a ground rule double or a ground rule triple.
That should be a ground rule triple if it gets
probably
out
a ground
there.
rule triple. I would think that the runner would be halfway to third
Right.
by the time that happens.
For Foxboro, Tom Marcussello will lead off and play right field. Ryan LeClaire, a sophomore at shortstop, followed by Sean Yost, the DH. Hitting cleanup will be Sean O'Leary, the sophomore third baseman. Jack Watts hits fifth. He's a junior center fielder. Liam Mulkern is the pitcher, hitting sixth. Mike O'Toole, a senior at first base, hitting seventh. Kenny Mello is a sophomore in left field. Tyler Prescott, a freshman, starting at second base. Mike Levita is the catcher for Foxboro, not batting.
Jake Gorman starting on the mound for Attleboro, making a second start.
Called strike one, fastball high in the outside corner, 0-1. How did his first start go?
Not bad. 3 innings, did give up 3 runs, only 1 earned for a 2.33 ERA. Struck out 4, walked 3 through 62 pitches in 3 innings.
Lash to right center field, actually right field, and Hawkwater is there. Ben makes the catch in right field. Thought that was right center. That was right. Well hit though, Kevin.
Well struck to right field. Looks like Hawkwater's wearing the sunglasses. At this field, the sun does appear to be, it'll be setting in front of him this afternoon.
Foxboro in gold jerseys, white numerals and letters with blue trim. Great looking uniform. Attleboro wearing their special patriotic jerseys. Gorman winds, fires, high and outside, 1-0. Defensively for Attleboro, Sackett in left, George in center, Ben Hawkwater in right field, McMahon at third, Foster at shortstop, Tabor at second, Block at first, Gorman pitching, Camacho catching, shot down the left field line. That is fair. Rolling into foul territory. This will be at least a double for the
single.
Whoa, great play by Sackett. Boy, did he get to that ball quickly. Throw into the cutoff man, who was Foster, the shortstop. That's great defense, Kevin.
Very good defense. And LeClaire, he was hustling out of the box. I was watching him all the way.
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure he touched first, and I just assumed he was heading to second. Real nice play. They got it in quick. And well, that's the other of the turf field.
Right.
The ball gets to the outfielders quickly, too.
That's a wild pitch in the, dirt, we'll say it. Bounces by Camacho. Going down to second base is Ryan LeClaire. The count is 1-0 to Sean Yost, the senior DH, as Kevin mentioned, heading to Hartford.
Yeah, University of Hartford, he pitched well yesterday and got the win yesterday, I believe. Yep. I'll double check that. Putting our notes together.
Yep. And that pitch against the backstop jostled our field, Mike. Have to fix that between innings. Breaking ball called strike, low in the zone, 1-1.
Really quick on the AstroTurf field, we mentioned how fast it is if it gets past the fielders, but if it doesn't, it gets to them extra quick, unlike a grass outfield. That would have probably been a double at, say, Hayward Field or the old high school field.
Blooper to shortstop, catch made by Foster at short. Two outs now for Foxboro. Man on second base, and Sean O'Leary coming up. Just want to mention Yost. When Yost was a sophomore, he hit .346 with 11 runs knocked in, 11 runs scored.
Yeah, not a bad year as a sophomore. You can see why he's heading to University of Hartford, a Division I school. Nice heads-up base running there by Ryan LeClaire. Second base looked like a soft liner. Did not take off a third, and thus did not get doubled up.
Curveball gets the top of the strike zone. Strike one to Sean O'Leary, the sophomore third baseman, left-handed batter. Stands close to the plate, bat straight up.
Good size for a sophomore.
Yeah. Whoops. Lost our tape. Low in the zone, fouled off to the left. That'll be out of play.
McMahon gives chase, but just
Say it
out of
again?
play. McMahon gives chase, but out of play. I used to coach kids down in like Little League and Babe Ruth. I swear the kids, not Matt McMahon in this case, the kid's best hustle ever was when the ball was so out of play they started climbing fences, but a ball hit to him. Not so talented. Tabor keeping him close and short.
Yeah. That's fouled out of play to the left again. Count remains 0-2. I remember when I was umpiring years ago, a JV game, and there was an infield fly rule. And one of the players said, "Coach, I didn't know the rule." And the coach said, "If it was video baseball, you would have known the rule."
Exactly.
Every parent there, he said it loud too, and every parent, every adult there broke up laughing. Gorman fires, breaking ball, inside, hits the batter.
Okay, interesting.
Didn't try to move.
He did not try to move, and I have seen in high school, I've seen at the college level as well, the umpire does not have to award the base if they determine that the player did not make any effort to get out of the way. Now, it was a curveball.
Yep.
Most batters will argue. I was waiting for it to break. It didn't. To me, it looked like, I respect him. It looks like he wore one for the team.
Yes. Jack Watts is up, the junior center fielder. Sky-high ball hit to the right side. First baseman Block is underneath it. Makes the catch in foul territory. And that will end the inning for Foxboro. No runs, 1 hit, 2 runners left on base. No score after 1/2 inning. We'll be right back on AACS 15 Sports.
Funding for this station is provided by Fisherman's 3 Restaurant. Have a craving for fried or broiled seafood but don't have time to drive to the Cape? The Fisherman's 3 Restaurant, located at 411 Old Colony Road in Norton, has shrimp, squid, and lobster made to order. Their seafood arrives daily from the ocean to your table with other menu options available. They're normally open every day, but now have special COVID hours of Friday and Saturday, 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. for takeout or sit down. They're also currently hiring. For more information or to order, you can call 508-222-8090.
Does your back hurt after a long night's sleep? Has your mattress seen better days? Is your current bedroom furniture a mixture of different furniture sets? The Bedding Center, located on Pleasant Street and proud sponsor of this radio station and high school sports, offers a wide array of mattresses along with beds, bedroom furniture, and odd-sized mattresses and box springs. You can reach them online at bedding-center.com or by phone at 508-226-8090.
Welcome back to the Drummond Street Field here in Attleboro, Massachusetts, between the Brennan Middle School and the under construction Attleboro High School. I'm Paul Healy along with Kevin Callahan. In the truck, Peter Bray is running our graphics. Jim Jones is the engineer in charge, and Dave Angel helped us set up as well. Not a bad day for baseball, Kevin.
No, this is a great day for baseball. This is exactly what you're looking for when you want to play spring ball. You don't get these days often in spring sports.
Our umpires today, Paul Callahan is behind the plate. Graduate of, went to Cardinal Spellman High School and then graduated from Bridgewater State College in 1976, where he played football for the legendary Pete Mazzafaro. We exchanged some Pete Mazzafaro stories before the game. Wow.
So who doesn't have a Pete Mazzafaro story?
If you went to Bridgewater, trust me you do. He was a senior when I was a freshman. And then our base umpire is Mark D'Angelo, played at Franklin High School, home of the Panthers, and played college ball for the Assumption College Greyhounds, now university. Graduated from there in 03. He did not have any Pete Mazzafaro stories.
No. Wow. That's surprising. He's the one.
For the Bombardiers, it'll be Ben Hawkwater, Cam Foster, Matt McMahon, Jake Gorman, Owen Tabor, Bailey Camacho, Jamie Block. Hitting 8th is Nate George. 9th is Ben Lahane. Parker Sackett is hitting, not batting, playing left field. Left-handed batter, Hawkwater. What year's Ben?
Ben is a junior.
First pitch swinging, ground ball to the second baseman, Tyler Prescott. The freshman makes the play, throws it over to O'Toole. 1 up, 1 down.
Uncle John Hawkwater, first base coach, the guy with the skull cap at home. It looks like he might be borrowing his son Aiden Hawkwater's helmet to coach first base.
Coming up now, Cam Foster, the speedy senior shortstop, also serves as the closer. Not overly large, but when it comes to throwing the baseball, tremendous form.
Got off the schneid a little bit at the plate yesterday with a triple.
Excellent.
Against Taunton in the first inning.
Curveball for Mulkern, making his first start as low, 1-0 to Foster. Do you happen to know if it's Cam Den or Cameron?
I believe it's Cameron, but
Okay.
I just always refer to him as Cam.
He stands awfully close to the plate, doesn't he, Kevin?
Yeah.
Fastball lashed into
second
center
hit of the
field,
year.
base hit. First hit of the game for the Bombardiers, 1 out, 1 on.
Very aggressive at the plate. Attleboro to start the game off. Ben Hawkwater swinging at the first pitch. Cam Foster going after the second pitch.
Yep.
Mac McMahon up now. He comes into the game at 333, a double, a home run, and a couple RBIs, 3 RBIs on the season.
Home run was the last game we covered. That was quite a shot. Breaking ball, I think, outside ball one to the right-handed hitting Matt McMahon.
Little high as well, so it's Foster's got some speed. Wouldn't be surprised if they put him in action, try to put some pressure on the Foxboro defense.
Yeah.
Runner
And
goes.
he is going. Squares to bunt, decides not to. It's a called strike. No throw down to second, stolen base.
Cam Foster's first stolen base of the season. McMahon showing bunt there, more to not give the catcher for Foxboro, Mike Levita, thank you, a clear shot down the second base. Levita also slid a little bit when it was coming down.
Yeah.
So they may have picked up on that and wanted to test his arm early.
High. 2-0.
2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike. Yep.
Good RBI opportunity here for Matt McMahon.
Pitcher Jake Gorman waiting on deck. Number 29, Mulkern. The righty winds. That's a changeup, I think.
A little bit of a change-up there.
Foul ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Looked fooled, and it looked like McMahon was almost trying to punch it the other way through the hole between first and second a little bit. And just a little bit fooled. So 2-2. No score, bottom of the first. Beautiful day, sun behind the clouds.
Yep.
Fielders will be happy with that.
Ball hit right up the middle, almost hit second base, into center field, hitting third base, rounding for home is Foster. He will score. At first base with a base hit and RBI is Matt McMahon.
Nice hit by Matt, right up the middle. Nothing too fancy. Just went with the pitch where it was pitched, went right up the middle, like you said, almost hit the base.
Yes.
And, Cam Foster comes around easily, comes in sliding, didn't have to, was cut off by the first baseman. Matt McMahon's 4th RBI of the season in Game 4, off to a good start.
This brings up the pitcher, Jake Gorman. Curveball high,
Nice
good
jump.
pitch to steal on. Great jump by Matt McMahon. It's a stolen base, and the catcher, Levita, on that high curveball really had no shot.
No chance at all. McMahon got a great jump on that, read it very well, and now another player in scoring position for Jake Gorman.
Mulkern fires, breaking ball. Out ahead of that was Gorman, swing and a miss. We got 1-1.
1-1. Gorman with a .364 on base percentage early in the season.
Excellent. Which, considering Attleboro is a victim of a perfect game against Canton the first game of the season, that is even more impressive. Foul ball, 1-2.
Yeah, where the whole team went 0 for 21 in the first game. Just to see any impressive stats for the last 2 games is really good.
You mentioned the Suns.
Papa Hul stopping by the stadium, back from Florida. Runner steals for third.
Trying to steal third, low breaking ball. Nice stop by the catcher Levita, but it's a stolen base standing for Matt McMahon. He's at third with 1 out.
I do know Coach Dunley has, I don't know if he got the signal, but he also said if you can get a jump in the pitch, and if you notice that the pitcher's not looking back at him, he also still on the curveball, low and in the dirt. They have free reign. Foul ball, out of play.
Out of play. So count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. So 3 stolen bases here in the bottom of the first inning for Attleboro.
I've got 2 and 2. Did I miss? Did I overcompensate?
Peter Bray's got it right on graphics.
Okay, 1 and 2.
Well, we'll
find out.
The people watching have the right count. The people listening, you're stuck with us. Breaking ball, that's foul to the right.
We do know it's 2 strikes because there's at least 2 foul balls.
Paul, what's the count?
All right.
Thank you. Kevin Callahan was right, 2 and 2.
Vindicated.
Yes. High. Outside as well. Was that a breaking ball?
Yeah, it didn't break the way you wanted it to.
Right.
I mean, it looked like it wanted it to be a 12-6 curve, and it stayed 12-10.
Yes, right. Here comes Mulkern. Last again up the middle. Third hit into center field. That'll be an RBI as McMahon trots home. Gorman is at first base. It is 2-0 Bombardiers in the bottom of the first.
Tremendous at bat for Jake Gorman. Picked up his second at bat. We have a courtesy runner going in for Jake Gorman. And it looks to be number 19, Eric Larilla.
19.
Okay.
Got that, Eric Larilla. We may see him again as well. We saw him twice in our first game in the team's second game.
Yep. Owen Tabor, the second baseman, is up. What year is Owen?
Owen is a senior, hitting .333.
Started to swing, pulled back, high ball one.
I always like when they check with the umpire that's directly behind the pitcher who has the exact same angle as the home plate umpire.
Going. Pitch is low and outside. Levita fires down, sliding in safely. Fourth stolen base of the inning for the Bombardiers.
First one on the season for Eric Larilla.
And there's the advantage of the courtesy runner because Jake Gorham is not stealing a whole lot of bases.
He's not stealing that base. Attleboro's been fortunate on all 4 of the stolen bases. They've all been curveballs in the dirt. I don't know if they're picking up the signs and they're running on curves.
Ball outside, 2-0.
I got 3-0.
3-0, yes. I didn't mark down the page he stole on. Yep.
Owen Tabor might be a junior. I got to double check that. I'm sorry, because he was called up 2 years ago and he pitched ran in the playoffs. Taken all the way.
Called strike, 3-1.
One out, another opportunity here for Attleboro. They put up 6 runs in the first inning yesterday against Taunton.
Wow.
So something got drilled into them about coming out, swinging hard, often, aggressive.
And again, leading off the bottom of the first, Ben Hawkwater. Bad news is he grounded out, but he swung at the first pitch.
Yeah, hit it well too.
High in the zone, fouled back out of play. Misses all the cars in the Brennan School parking lot. Count is now 3-2. Apparently that was an area of concern in the, was it the school committee meeting last night or one of the committee meetings AACS TV covered last night? That was the concern about baseball here at Brennan. They might make this fence even bigger.
Wow. I mean, that's the reason why I drove my wife's car today.
Curveball stays up. The guts to throw a curve on a 3-2 count, but it's high, ball 4. Attleboro now has runners on first and second. 1 out, 2-0 lead.
He's thrown 14 pitches in the last 2 batters, whereas Ben Hawkwater got out on the first pitch and Foster got a hit on just 2 pitches.
Wow. Bailey Camacho was up, the senior catcher. Caught about half the innings as a sophomore in 2019. His sister, an outstanding center fielder for the softball team. Curveball goes outside, 1-0 to Bailey.
She had one of the 2 hits for Attleboro yesterday against Taunton that we covered. Playing center field, she also catches like her brother.
Shot, 1 hop to the second baseman. Steps on second for 1, throws to first, double play. LeClaire at shortstop with the double play, and he's just a sophomore. So a sophomore at shortstop, a freshman at second base, looked like a senior on that unassisted double play.
It was hit so hard to the shortstop. The second baseman didn't have time to get over there. He took it himself. Bailey's not the fastest player on the team, so he took it himself and was able to keep the momentum going.
Yeah.
Fire over to first, and he had him by 1 or 2 steps. Bailey Camacho crushed that ball.
Yes, he did. Again, penalized for hitting it that hard. For the Bombardiers, 2 runs, 3 hits. 1 runner left on base. 2-0 Attleboro after 1 inning of play. We'll be right back.
Bristol Glass, 110 North Main Street in Attleboro, has supported local high school sports for many years. Bristol Glass has been chosen for glass replacement projects for home and business for over 60 years. From shower doors to auto glass and mirror replacement, Bristol Glass is ready to do the job. They accept most insurance plans and serve several communities around the Attleboro area. They're open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. You can contact them at 508-222-5810 and on the web at bristolglass.com. L&J Car Wash, located just past.
I look forward to your text.
We're not going to have time for the L&J car wash spot. We'll get that in next. You know where they are, on Route 123, just over the Attleboro-Norton line in Norton. Look for the big red fire engine. I'm Paul Healy along with Kevin Callahan after 1 inning of play. Score is 2-0 Attleboro. 3 hits for the Bombardiers, 1 hit for Foxboro. And Kevin overcoming the hardship of trying to broadcast while being accosted by Tom Houle.
Exactly. I mean, the nerve of some people just to come over. Tom made the trip back up from Florida just in time for baseball season.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. You mentioned how the sun was behind a cloud. Again, so the other day when we were out here in the sun for 9 innings and I forgot my sunscreen, today I've got the sunscreen on and it's behind a cloud. Leading off is the number 6 hitter for Foxboro, Liam Mulkern, the junior pitcher. Back in the box, swings at the first pitch, a fastball inside, fouls it back. 0-1. Oh, look at this. Thank you. Thank you.
One of the things that Jay Gorman will want to have is a low pitch inning again, not only for the rule, but if he looked like he got a little bit tired. Curveball for a strike, 0-2.
0-2.
Looked like he tired a little bit in that Canton game in the third inning. That's when he picked up his 3 walks.
Yes.
That inning, pitch count went up to 62. Swing and a miss.
Breaking ball, low and outside, swing and a miss. Strike 3, 1 up, 1 down for Foxboro. Mike O'Toole, the number 7 hitter, steps to the plate, senior first baseman.
First strikeout for Gorman on the day, 5th on the year.
So Mr. McMahon just came by with 2 Dunkin' Donuts coffees, 1 for each of us.
Woohoo!
I have a word about that in a second. Breaking ball low and outside, 1-0 to Mike O'Toole. What that means is 1, the coffee's great, but 2, I hope this game goes quickly because the nearest bathroom is the concession stands at the football field. Fastball that's jacked into right center deep. Right fielder going back. He'll make the catch. That's Ben Hawkwater.
Had a nice beat on it right from the beginning of the at-bat. One thing, Jake looks like he might have to just start spotting his fastballs just a little bit better. Foxboro's catching up to it, and he might have to stop putting it on the corners. His breaking ball is working effectively so far. 2 outs.
2 putouts now for the right fielder, Hawkwater. Kenny Mello, the sophomore left fielder, is up, swing and a miss, and he shows his frustration as that pitch was, say, a foot out of the strike zone?
Yeah, a little high for him. That's one he did not want to swing at.
Curveball misses inside. Pitcher Gorman wanted it, but I think Callanan, the home plate umpire, got that right. 1-1.
I'm surprised the batter didn't swing at that one.
Yeah, right. Ball.
Just outside.
Yep.
2-1.
And Mello wears number 25. I wonder if he knows that's the number that Tony Canigliaro wore.
There is no way he knows that.
Youngest major leaguer ever to 100 home runs at a time. Nice play by McMahon. Charges from third base. Scoops, throws, 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base after 1.5 innings. 2-0 Bombardiers. We'll be right back on AACS 15 Sports. Now, LJ Cars Wash. Where were we?
L&J Car Wash, located just past the Attleboro line on Route 123 in Norton, is available for all your vehicle cleaning needs. Open every day, beginning at 8 a.m., L&J has the equipment to clean your vehicles inside and out, from 24-hour heated self-service bays to full detailing service and hand sanitizer for your personal needs. For more information, you can contact them at 508-223-3278 or on their website at ljcarwash.com.
You're listening to WARA 1320 AM, Attleboro.
Welcome back to, I guess what's being called the Drummond Street School here in Attleboro, right next to the Brennan Middle School, and where the new high school is going up. And, oh, that's what I started to say. I had skin cancer surgery today, a spot removed from the top of my hand. Back in 2015, they had to take a spot off my nose. The lovely Carol McLaughlin of the Quincy McLaughlin's rather concerned about that. She is a nurse. Paul Honey, she texts in, the sun is still shining down even in the shade. Okay. Jamie Block will lead off, the number 7 hitter, playing first base today, wearing number 20. Curveball called strike 1. Nice pitch by Mulkern.
Now, Jamie will be looked at to be a left-handed pitcher as well. Kind of deceptive. Lots of curveballs.
Yeah, took something off that. Roller back to the pitcher. Mulkern flips it over to O'Toole. 1 up, 1 down. 2-0 Attleboro. 1 out, bottom of the second.
Mulkern almost took too much time to
yeah.
go to first base. Jamie Block was only out by a step.
That's the kind of hustle you want to see from Jamie.
Absolutely.
Block.
There was a player, in fact, I won't say the name, but every time I see him, the ground ball back to our pitcher. and he never got the ball out of his glove. He never threw it.
Ball stays high to Nate George, the Attleboro center fielder, looks at ball one.
And his dad was one of the coaches. We're all like, okay, throw the ball. Throw the ball. And by the time he threw it, it was too late. If there was ever a moment where Coach Dad wanted to do physically do harm.
2-0 to Nate George, who can really run. Squares to bunt. Pulls the bunt away as the pitch is low. 3-0. Attleboro, for those listening on radio, it's their special patriotic jerseys, a black front, an A in the upper left, the number in the lower right. The left sleeve, called strike one on a 3-0 pitch. The left sleeve is like the star box on the American flag. The right sleeve is the red and white stripes. Ball four, misses outside. The back of the jersey is gray with the "We the People" on it.
Yes.
Ball four.
These shirts premiered about 5 years ago, I believe, under Coach Matt Bosch when he was here. Ben Lehane, the designated hitter, comes to the plate, the left-handed batter. I'm not sure what year he is. Real good size for Ben. Nate George with a tremendous jump.
High fastball, and George steals the base. And Levita is holding his right elbow, the Foxboro catcher.
Yeah, we noticed in warm-ups right before the first inning, something was up with him. He slipped, and I don't know, maybe it was his arm, but here comes Coach Seuss out now to take a look at him. And just the way he's holding his elbow.
Doesn't look good.
I'm thinking, I don't know what you can do quickly unless he switches positions with somebody.
As Coach Derek Seuss chats with his injured catcher, Levita, we'll take a quick break and be back right after this on AACS 15 Sports.
Does your back hurt after a long night's sleep? Has your mattress seen better days? Is your current bedroom furniture a mixture of different furniture sets? The Bedding Center, located on Pleasant Street and proud sponsor of this radio station and high school sports, offers a wide array of mattresses along with beds, bedroom furniture, and odd-sized mattresses and box springs. You can reach them online at bedding-center.com or by phone at 508-226-8090.
Welcome, everybody, and thanks for tuning in. I'm your host, Smokey Cole Bear, filling in for Smokey on his birthday. Because after 75 years of...
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Turns out there's much more to say. Just look at the news. Nearly 90% of wildfires are caused by us humans being careless. And I'm not just talking about obvious things like campfires or letting your totally sweet nephew, Francis, play with matches. I'm talking about dumping your used barbecue coals willy-nilly or parking your car on tall, dry grass. That can lead to poof. Guess the song was wrong. We did start the fire. But listen, being a South Carolinian, I respect Mother Nature and her trees, whether coniferous, deciduous, or new car scented. So if you love the outdoors like me, go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention, because fire safety is always in season. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports and 1320 WARA Radio. Both teams have cleared the field. It looks like Mike Levita, the Foxboro catcher, is having to leave the game. Coming in to catch will be Dan Welby, I believe, number 27. Let me write that in. And because this is an injury situation and not a strategic substitution, the umpires are going to allow Welby time to warm up. And here comes Attleboro coach Steve Dunley. Thank you. Okay, yep. Got that right, folks. A rare and beautiful thing as Dan Welby comes in. Number 27. What year is he? He is a senior. And again, number 24 for Attleboro, Lehane, the batter. Now the umpire's asking him to move away as Welby gets his warm-ups in. As this happens, we'll take one more break and be right back after this on AACS.
Bristol Glass, 110 North Main Street in Attleboro, has supported local high school sports for many years. Bristol Glass has been chosen for glass replacement projects for home and business for over 60 years. From shower doors to auto glass and mirror replacement, Bristol Glass is ready to do the job. They accept most insurance plans and serve several communities around the Attleboro area. Bristol Glass, 110.
All right, we're ready to go. Dan Welby is now in catching for Foxboro. Took fewer warm-ups than the home plate umpire Paul Callanan thought he'd need. He's ready to go.
They're resetting the pitcher, letting them know it's 1-0.
Yep.
There's one out and a runner on second base. The Attleboro coaches were a little confused as why the umpires cleared the field with one out and a runner on second, just to bring in a new catcher.
Yep. So George is at second base. Strike for Mulkern. 1-1 now to Ben Lehane, the left-handed hitting DH.
Were you able to guess any reason why they may have cleared
I think
the field?
he thought it was going to be a longer delay.
Oh, okay.
He didn't realize. Oh, Wendell is going to third. Runner's going to third. Wendell throws down. Sliding in safe is George. Kevin, that's the 6th stolen base. And we're in the bottom of the second inning, 2-0 Attleboro.
Yeah, Attleboro's doing a real nice job either picking up something from the pitcher or the catcher. They're getting tremendous jumps. Foxboro's not holding them close enough, maybe.
Yep. That's high.
And the count is 3 balls, 1 strike to Ben Lehane, the number 9 hitter, getting his first start of the season.
What year's Ben?
I believe he's a sophomore.
Boy, we got some big sophomores out here, folks. Fouls that back. It'll be 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Double check that. I had it all written down on my last game's notes, and it didn't transfer over to this game's notes.
Mulkern to the set, takes something off that. Called strike on the outside corner. Fooled him with a 3-2 breaking ball.
Yeah, tough on the take. That was definitely a strike.
Yep.
So 2 outs for Ben Hawkwater with a runner on third.
That's the first strikeout for Mulkern. Hawkwater comes up, swung at the first pitch of the game, ground out to second. He's a left-handed batter.
Set the tone for that inning, though. Hit the ball hard.
Yes.
And, people followed suit behind him.
Breaking ball misses just high. Ben Hawkwater wears number 9, which was my number in high school baseball, which was a terrible insult to legendary Ted Williams.
To the real number 9.
Yes, exactly. To the number 9. Oh, there's a shot to left field.
Right field.
Lines right field.
Over
Lines
his
right,
head.
just over the head.
This could be trouble.
Of Marcesella. He hits second base. Ball still rolling. Marcesella fires it to the cutoff man. Is short right. Sliding in with a triple is Hawkwater.
First hit of the season, first RBI of the season for Ben Hawkwater. A triple. That thing was crushed.
Yep. And that's into the wind. We can feel the wind blowing in.
And the score is now 4-0 Attleboro here in the bottom of the second with 2 outs. Ben, 3 in the first and 1 in the second, right?
I have 2 in the first.
2 in the first, 3-0. Sorry.
Yes, 3-0. You leave the mistakes to me, Kevin.
You're rubbing off on me. I told you that.
I know
So
it. All right.
I'm supposed to be influencing you with the non-mistakes,
Exactly.
but it's going the other way. It's like bad habits creeping in baseball. Good habits don't creep in, only bad ones.
Foster swings at the breaking ball, pops that up, foul.
And in between the car, might have caught a door. Did not get my wife's car. Wasn't going to risk my truck. 0-1 to Foster, the shortstop. 1 for 1 on the day with a stolen base and a run scored. Attleboro came into this game with 1 stolen base as a team all season, and they had 6 through the first 2 innings.
Breaking ball stays high.
Pitch number 42 coming up next from Mulkern.
At third base is Hawkwater. High fly to right.
Looks to be
foul
playable.
ball. Running and diving. Unable to make the catch with a great effort was Marcesella. And now Marcesella getting up slow as the umpire calls time.
It's the one part we can't see is down down the dirt line and down the right field line. Everything else is visible to us. just that foul painted dirt
Yep.
line. Slow to get up, but everyone seems to be coming back into play. The umpire's not cleared the field.
Yes, that's right. Bottom of the second inning, 3-0 Bombardiers, and they have 4 hits on the game and have also collected 2 walks.
And have taken advantage of their hits by turning them into stolen bases.
Yes.
6 stolen bases through 1 2/3 innings.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Sorry, Peter Bray, running graphics. Mulker and the righty. Curveball down the third. Hits
Fair
third
ball.
base. It's a fair ball. Fielded by O'Leary. Long throw, not in time. Infield hit and an RBI for Cam Foster. And every break the Bombardiers could get so far, they have gotten 4-0.
Yeah, real nice at bat for Foster. That was definitely fair. We have as good an angle as anybody else in this place on a ball hit down the third base line.
Yep.
And I know I was motioning fair. And like you said, I think it hit the base.
Hit the top of the base. This brings up the number 3 batter, Matt McMahon, has, running on the first pitch.
And a stolen base, ball in the dirt.
Yep.
They've taken advantage of the situation. Again, they're picking up something
Yep.
from the pitcher, high leg or not. They're able to get the extra step, and they're able to run on the pitcher and the catcher so far for 7 stolen bases in the first 2 innings. Going for third.
McMahon fouls that off, so it's 1 ball, 1 strike to Matt McMahon. And again, Matt had a base hit, an RBI single to center field in the bottom of the first, stole second, stole third, and scored on the Jake Gorman single to center.
Might have been good that McMahon fouled that one off. Foster didn't have as good a jump as the previous stolen bases in the 2 innings. I do like the aggressiveness. If they're not going to hold them on, though, they have free reign to run.
Yeah. Coach Paul Callanan asking the Attleboro bench to,
I'm not sure. To be quiet.
well, follow the Marcus of Queensbury rules.
Welcome to Wimbledon.
Slow curveball blasted to deep center field. Out there is Watts. Watts makes the catch.
Looks like the wind played some tricks with him on center,
Yes.
but he stayed with it and kind of did a little jump, went up on tiptoes for it before coming down with it for the 3rd out of the inning.
Retires the side. The Bombardiers 2 runs on 2 hits. One runner left on base. After 2 innings, it's 4-0 Attleboro.
Funding for this station is provided by Fisherman's 3 Restaurant. Have a craving for fried or broiled seafood but don't have time to drive to the Cape? The Fisherman's 3 Restaurant, located at 411 Old Colony Road in Norton, has shrimp, scrod, and lobster made to order. Their seafood arrives daily from the ocean to your table with other menu options available. They're normally open every day, but now have special COVID hours of Friday and Saturday, 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. for takeout or sit down. They're also currently hiring. For more information or to order, you can call 508-222-8090.
Does your back hurt after a long night's sleep? Has your mattress seen better days? Is your current bedroom furniture a mixture of different furniture sets? The Bedding Center, located on Pleasant Street and proud sponsor of this radio station and high school sports, offers a wide array of mattresses along with beds, bedroom furniture, and odd-sized mattresses and box springs. You can reach them online at bedding-center.com or by phone at 508-226-8090.
Welcome back to WARA 1320 AM in Attleboro and all over the world at WARAradio.com. That dead air at the end of the commercial break, that's Mr. McMahon's fault. I was drinking the coffee he bought us.
The coffee, nice. We thought you want to hear the walk-up music of Attleboro High, so that was the musical gatherings of Attleboro
Yes.
High.
Freshman Tyler Prescott hitting 9th for Foxboro steps into the box.
Gorman will face the 9-1-2. Only 21 pitches for Jake Gorman through 2 innings. You'll hear me talk a lot about pitch counts this year as Massachusetts is now caught up to the rest of the country in pitch counts, much to many people's chagrin.
I was going to say, you'll hear Kevin talk about it a lot. You'll hear me complain about it a lot. Squaring around to bunt and offering after the high pitch was Tyler Prescott. Call strike 1.
Yeah, he probably should have pulled back. That was definitely up and away.
Yep.
Type of pitch that you'd bunt only in a suicide squeeze situation.
Yes. Fastball.
Sky high.
To the right side. That's going to be out of play. Count will be 0-2 as Mark Hool, Attleboro Athletic Director, was just doing a great impression. You know in the Austin Powers movie when he's trying to do the three-point turn in the golf cart in the Dr. Evil's lair?
Yes.
Turns into about a 37-point turn. 0-2, fastball swing and a miss. That's the second strikeout of the game for Gorman.
Mr. Jim Corbett, I'm sure, has some 37-point stories,
Yes.
turn stories with his driver's ed classes and driving lessons classes.
Back to the top of the order, Tom Marcicella, the right fielder. Looks that was outside.
Up high, ball one.
Up high, ball one. Ooh, I even got that in the right box. We're in the top of the third inning, 4-0 Attleboro. Low 2-0. Marcicella lined out to the Attleboro right fielder, Ben Hawkwater, in the top of the first. Foxboro with one hit on the game so far. Caught the outside edge with a heater. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Good discipline by Tom, not swinging at that. We coach all the time, 2-0, 3-1. You're looking for your pitch. If
Right.
it's not your pitch, feel free to take it.
High. 3 balls, 1 strike.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Both teams 1-2 on the season.
Both teams coming off their first win. Attleboro yesterday and Foxboro 2 days ago against Sharon. Attleboro yesterday versus Taunton.
Fouled out at the third base side. Matt McMahon hustles after it, flips it back to the pitcher. Another reason high school baseball is better than pro baseball. They can get through a game with what, 7, 8 baseballs?
Yeah.
They can't get through a batter without 7 or 8 baseballs in the majors. 3-2. High fastball, good eye. That's why Marcicella hits leadoff. Ball 4. So the first walk, he's also hitter batter.
Good patience for Marcicella, like you mentioned. Real good eye at the plate.
Now, as a leadoff hitter, we'll see if he's a stolen base threat. Stepping up is Ryan LeClaire, the sophomore shortstop. He had a base hit to left field and already one nice defensive play today, turning a double play.
He's got a healthy lead at first, but not going.
That's lashed to left center field, way back. That's going to find the gap. Fielded nicely by Sackett. Sackett covers ground quickly out there. It's a double for Ryan LeClaire, but stopping at third is Marcicella. I'm telling you, really, Sackett, he covers ground.
Yeah, he really did. He did a nice job on that. And
although, you know what, excuse me, we really should talk about the hitter, Ryan LeClaire.
Yeah, he's 2 for 2 on the day, and he's got 2 absolute, bombs.
Yes.
Laser shots, I should say, is a better hit. So second and third, nobody, 1 out for Foxborough. A big inning for them as their 3, 4, 5 guys are coming up, trailing 4-0. Attleboro pulls their infield halfway.
Yeah. That's hit to center field, high. George is after it. George makes the catch. Tagging at third base is Marcicella. He will score easily, and Attleboro gets the ball in quickly. So remaining at second is LeClaire Yost, the DH, who hit .346 as a sophomore with 11 runs scored and 11 RBIs. Popped out to short his first time up. RBI, sac fly.
Yeah, nice and a good piece of running by LeClaire. Attleboro George came up throwing to third, knowing that they weren't going to get him at the plate. Immediately went to third base, cut off by Foster, and no advancement. So a runner on second with 2 outs for Shaw and O'Leary. They got him picked.
Oh, wow. Throws down to second. Sliding back in time is LeClaire just ahead of the tag.
I think Bailey was surprised to see him so far off the base. He was a good, I wouldn't say half, but a little over a third of the way to third base, and he just froze.
What was our pitch call there?
That was a ball low.
Thank you.
1-0. Who got hit on an 0-2 pitch his first time up.
This is O'Leary. A high fly ball to left center. Getting over there is Sackett. Sackett will make the catch.
The third out.
And that retires the side for Foxboro. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 runner left on base. They score after 2.5 innings. It's Attleboro 4, Foxboro 1 on AACS 15 Sports.
W.H. Riley is here for your home or business needs this summer. They're a family-run business that always welcomes new customers. They offer air conditioning, generator, and home appliance installation with 24-hour emergency service. For more details, you can contact them at 508-699-4651 or on the web at whriley.com. W.H. Riley & Son, 35 Chestnut Street, North Attleboro, a company Greater Attleboro residents have called on since 1873.
This is a message from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Older adults and people of any age who have serious underlying medical conditions are at higher risk for severe illness from COVID-19. If you are at higher risk, you should stay home as much as possible and avoid close contact with people who are sick to protect yourself. Call your doctor if you have concerns about COVID-19 and your medical condition, or if you get sick. For more information, visit cdc.gov.
Welcome back. This special afternoon broadcast of high school baseball. The Attleboro Blue Bombardiers hosting Foxboro as we head to the bottom of the third. Bombardiers, whoops, didn't flip over my score sheet, have 4 runs on 5 hits and again 7 stolen bases in the first 2 innings.
Yeah,
some might call that
very
aggressive.
Very aggressive. I might be one of those some. I'd like to thank Mr. McMahon for bringing over a coffee. We'll make sure to give Matt some love on the air today during the game.
Also want to talk about Foxboro's coach, Derek Seuss. 5th year as the head coach, 4th season because of COVID. He was also an assistant for 4 or 5 years before that. Played at Franklin Pierce College for a year. For Attleboro, the cleanup hitter, Jake Gorman, is up, also the pitcher today. Slow curveball, just misses the outside corner, ball 1.
Good pitch from Mulkern.
Yep.
Just missed. Mulkern's at 46 pitches coming into this inning.
Just missed up high, he's close.
Yeah, he's right around it right now.
Yep. 2-0. His first time up, Gorman with a base hit and an RBI to center field, and he stole second base.
Nope, his courtesy runner stole second base.
Oh, that's right. Base hit into left field, right through the shortstop third base hole. 6th hit of the game for the Bombardiers. They lead 4-1 here in the top of the 4th.
And here comes Jake Gorman's assistant, Eric Lorilla.
Yes.
Out to run for him. Courtesy runner again. You can courtesy run for the pitcher and catcher, and then there's the re-entry runner where you can run for anybody and re-enter the person. So that's why we're specific when we say courtesy runner.
Yep.
It's basically it's Jake Gorman's courtesy runner. Bailey Camacho will probably have his courtesy runner as well today.
Owen Tabor, the senior second baseman, is up. Walked his first time. Looks at ball 1 high.
Score 4-1, bottom of the third, and we'll see if Lorilla, the runner on first base, looks to steal again. He did in the first inning. Going.
Here he goes. Ball is fouled back. So it's 1-1 to Tabor. I didn't see Kevin. Good jump.
Yeah, he had a nice jump. He probably would have been in there. It's one of those situations when you have no strikes. I'm sure Owen's questioning himself for swinging. When you have 1 strike or 2, free reign to go after the ball. Specific hit and run, you're swinging.
Yep.
But if it's a straight steal and you have no strikes, rule of thumb is kind of give the take sign.
Misses outside. Took something off that breaking ball. 2 balls and 1 strike to Owen Tabor. I think we're doing a better job of not confusing Peter Gray on graphics today. I hope.
Isn't it Bray?
Bray.
What did I say? Gray. You're just confusing his name.
Which is fine. His name I can screw up. The count we got to get right. Misses outside. 3 balls, 1 strike to Owen Tabor. Right-handed batter.
This is a good pitch to run on. 3-1. Yep. Tabor will be looking at a fastball down the middle. He's a good contact hitter. Lorilla's obviously got some speed. What you want to stay out of double play on the turf. Not going.
Fouled off to the right. Full count.
Now 3-2, nobody out. Not a guarantee to run on 3-2 like it is, with 2 outs.
Oh,
but I would put Lorilla in motion.
Mr. Blue Pride, Mark LaFontaine, the biggest fan of Attleboro high school sports I've ever met, wants to know if we have any updates from the girls' softball game.
I do not.
We'll have to make arrangements for that next game. Missing outside with a break ball, ball 4.
Good at bat for Tabor, second time on base with his second walk.
So moving down to second base is the courtesy runner, Eric Lorilla.
Yes.
So that's how many walks? 3rd walk now? 4th walk? 3rd walk.
3rd walk, I believe.
Yep, against 1 strikeout. This brings up the number 6 batter, catcher Bailey Camacho, a senior. Hit a rocket to the shortstop, LeClaire, which turned into a double play.
Forced LeClaire to take it himself. The second baseman didn't have time to get over to the base.
Yep.
Runner going.
Throwing down
Nice
to
jump.
third. Runner is safe, and again,
Double
in
steal.
the batter's box, Camacho, you can remain in the box. So the catcher,
Has to throw around.
Welby has to throw around him, and it made it more difficult. But that's right, that's a double steal. That brings the total up to 9.
Matter of fact, you're actually coached to stay in the box. So if you
Right.
move and you move the wrong way, then
It can be interference.
ball high.
So what do we have for a count here?
2-0.
2-0, thank you.
Second and third, nobody out.
Wow.
So Bailey did the right job. And he kind of short-armed the throw down
Yeah.
the third, too. And you got to be careful that you don't overslide the base on these turf fields.
Curveball, that's lashed up the middle because the infield was in. 1 run scores. Second run will come in, a 2 RBI single for Bailey Camacho. It is 6-0 Bombardiers, bottom of the third.
Well struck up the middle, like you said, Paul, through the drawn-in infield. And no chance for the infielders for Foxboro. Courtesy runner number 22 for Attleboro will be Christian Dame. He'll run for Bailey Camacho.
The catcher. Christian Dane, all right, so 3-sport athlete.
Yes.
Football, basketball, baseball. So let's see. So Gorman, the pinch runner Larilla scored and Tabor scored.
And new pitcher for Foxboro.
Okay.
Looks like a lefty, if he moves his glove, I'll let you know. 26, which looks like to be senior Ryan Jacobs. So just as we updating our books.
Yes.
Ryan Jacobs. And that it does not close the book on Mulkern for the day, as he's still responsible for one more runner.
So we do know that the new pitcher, Ryan Jacobs, is a lefty. We'll take a break and be back right after this. In the third inning, it's bottom of the third. Attleboro 6, Foxboro nothing.
W.H. Riley is here for your home or business needs this summer. They're a family-run business that always welcomes new customers. They offer air conditioning, generator, and home appliance installation with 24-hour emergency service. For more details, you can contact them at 508-699-4651 or on the web at whriley.com. W.H. Riley & Son, 35 Chestnut Street, North Attleboro, a company Greater Attleboro residents have called on since 1873.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention is working to help keep you and your community safe from the threat of novel or new coronavirus. Take the following everyday steps to help avoid the spread of all respiratory viruses. Wash your hands often with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. Cover your cough or sneeze with a tissue. Throw the tissue away and then wash your hands. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects or surfaces, such as remote controls and doorknobs. Avoid close contact.
Welcome back to AACS. Stepping into the box against the new pitcher, Jacobs, is Jamie Block. Ground out to the pitcher his first time up. Fouls that off to the right. 0-1.
And we do have an update. It's 2-0 Foxboro over Attleboro in girls softball after 2.5 innings.
Wow, okay.
2-0 Foxboro girls softball.
The lefty, Jacobs, against the right-handed batter, Block. Breaking ball, a little ahead of it, swing and a miss, 0-2.
Looks like he was sitting fastball there and was fooled by the curveball by the lefty.
Excuse me.
Always a little difficult. Lefties always have a little bit of an advantage. You get a little extra movement, and you go from a righty to a lefty.
Yeah. Whoops.
So you got Christian Dame, pinch courtesy runner for Camacho.
That ball's outside, I guess. 1 ball, 2 strikes. What number is Kristen Dane?
Christian Dame is number
22.
Yep.
Okay.
And the score is 6-1. I may have inadvertently said 6-0 when they switched pitches.
Yes,
6-1. Small lead by Dame.
Breaking ball down to third base. Moving to his left is O'Leary. Fires to second to erase Dane off the base pass. Safe at first, and a fielder's choice is Block.
Hustling all the way down the line was Block. Slow enough where, and his hustle, no double play chance for Foxborough, but they do get the lead runner.
Yep.
So 1 out, and Nate George comes to the plate, who walked, stole 2 bases, and scored back in the second inning.
6-1 Attleboro, bottom of the third inning.
More conservative leads by Attleboro with the left-hander on the mound.
Curveball, nice pitch by Jacobs to George. Strike one.
Paul and I having a little debate without words on the whether or not that was a strike or not.
That's outside. Another breaking ball. 1 strike. And this Jacobs motion, it's the classic. He lifts that right leg, which is the front leg, straight up and holds it for just a second before going to the plate. And that really prevents the runner from first from getting a big lead.
I'm always ball high. Sorry.
Yep.
I'm always slightly amused when a left-handed pitcher does use the slide step when they can lift their front leg, completely freeze the runner, and generate all the power they need by going to the plate.
Curveball high and up. 3 balls, 1 strike to Nate George, the speedy center fielder.
Outfield having a nice game for Attleboro. Nate George is one of them with a couple of catches out in center field today.
Yep. Got to turn the field like a fastball low in the zone, fouled back. 3 balls, 2 strikes. In some countries, that's a full count.
Full count. This one
too. Yep.
Ryan Jacobs is going to have to be a little concerned. Looked like he did not come to a set last time, and that's a biggie for the umpires to call for a quick balk if they see it. Did that time.
Yep. Ball 4 high. And it's funny, I always felt conflicted as an ump. On the varsity level, a pitcher box you call a balk. On the JV level, before the game, we talk to the managers and see if we can get an agreement warning on the first balk. Because at that level, you're learning the game.
They'll still do that like in the first maybe game or two, especially at the freshman level.
Yeah.
But it's actually being taught now at the age of 11 and 12.
Wow.
Oh, ball gets past the catcher.
Inside, runner from second, block goes to third. Nate George moves from first to second. I think we're going to call that a pass ball.
Yeah, I agree, pass ball. So just to expound on that really quick, they're playing on these pony-sized fields, which are 70-foot bases and 50-foot mound instead of the traditional 40-foot in Little League, and they're teaching how to throw from the stretch, and they're enforcing blocks at age 11 and 12.
Wow.
Well, not enforcing it, but teaching it.
Curveball stays up, 2-0.
2-0.
Ben Lahane's at the plate, left-handed senior DH.
In these transition fields, it's tremendous because it used to be players were going right from the little diamond to the big diamond.
Yeah.
It's a really long throw.
Kevin.
And then you got to start teaching blocks. And now there's a transition field, which is great because these kids are just outgrowing the Little League fields. If you ever watched the Little League World Series.
You know, not only the boys, but I think girls' athletics has improved so much.
I agree.
The softball field is too darn small
I know,
for high school girls and especially college girls.
I'd like to see them on the 50-foot mound and the 70-foot bases.
Yes.
It's a great game. That way as well. It's a little bit more strategy involved, more small ball. You're not just playing for the home runs.
We'll set up the field in just a second for those listening on radio. Just missing low outside. 3-0 to Lahane.
3-0 to Lahane, the number 9 hitter playing in his first game this year with Ben Hawkwater leadoff on deck, who tripled in his last at-bat.
Block is on third base, reached on a fielder's choice. On second base is Nate George, reached on a walk. Called strike inside corner, 3-1.
Lahane taking all the way on 3-0.
Yep.
Looking for his pitch here to turn and drive one. You have everyone pretty even with the base, middle back.
Ball 4. 7 hits for the Bombardiers as the bases are now loaded. And that's the 4th walk they've received?
It is the 4th walk, yes. I was kind of surprised Foxboro had their infield back during that. We have a 17 is a pinch runner for Attleboro.
And that's Dylan James. So is he entering the game?
I don't know. I'm just going to put him down
as
as
a DH, yeah.
We'll find that we won't know until his next time up.
Right.
And then Ben Lahane can re-enter even if Dylan James bats.
Okay. Ben Hawkwater is up, grounded out to second on the first pitch of the game, well hit, and had a triple to
right field.
Yeah.
Right over the right fielder's head, and he just turned on the jets. And did an interesting flop in the third base.
Yes.
That was kind of funny, but he was safe.
Lefty looks at ball 1 high. That's the hardest pitch that Jacobs has thrown since he's been there, 1-0.
Yeah. So bases loaded, 1 out. Middle infield back looking to turn 2, corners in. looking to go home with it.
Called strike. Inside corner on the lower part of the plate, 1-1.
Next pitch will be Ben's third pitch of the at-bat, and that's the most I've seen him have in an at-bat this year. Ben's very aggressive at the plate.
Lefty Jacobs, takes something off that curveball way out in front of it. Swing and a miss, 1-2.
Yeah, he was sitting fastball there and got fooled on the curveball.
That's the Bugs Buddy. Strike one, strike two, strike
exactly.
three. Throws the slow ball, and the batter swings it 3 times on one pitch. Fastball. Slider it looked like a little bit. Swing and a miss. So Jacobs, against the top of the order, he stepped it up there.
Yeah, but still bases loaded, still in a little bit of trouble. Now you've got Cam Foster, 2 for 2.
Yep.
RBI, run scored, 2 stolen bases. Third time up in the 3rd inning, too.
Yes, 2 outs. Bases stacked. Right-handed batter against the left-handed pitcher. High, ball 1. I should probably wait and let the umpire, Paul Callanan, call the pitch before I, especially since we're in hearing distance.
He didn't ask you for your help on these calls? 6-1 the score here, bottom of the 3rd in favor of Attleboro.
Curveball, lashed down to third base. Fielding it is O'Leary. Thought about throwing to first and realized, hey, I can just step on third.
Take the easy way out.
5-U if you're scoring at home for the 3rd out. 5 unassisted. For the Bombardiers, 2 runs on 2 more hits. 3 runners left on base. It is 6-1 after 3 innings of play.
Funding for this station is provided by Fisherman's 3 Restaurant. Have a craving for fried or broiled seafood but don't have time to drive to the Cape? The Fisherman's 3 Restaurant, located at 411 Old Colony Road in Norton, has shrimp, scrod, and lobster made to order. Their seafood arrives daily from the ocean to your table with other menu options available. They're normally open every day, but now have special COVID hours of Friday and Saturday, 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. for takeout or sit down. They're also currently hiring. For more information or to order, you can call 508-222-8090.
Does your back hurt after a long night's sleep? Has your mattress seen better days? Is your current bedroom furniture a mixture of different furniture sets? The Bedding Center, located on Pleasant Street and proud sponsor of this radio station and high school sports, offers a wide array of mattresses along with beds, bedroom furniture, and odd-sized mattresses and box springs. You can reach them online at bedding-center.com or by phone at 508-226-8090.
I wonder what's better to hear at the end of the commercial breaks, dead air or the mumble rap coming out of the Attleboro speakers. Sorry, folks, I'm an old guy. We head to the top of the 4th inning. Attleboro leads 6-1 over Foxboro.
Did you just present that as a choice? Because weren't they one and the same, the dead air and the mumble rap?
When you're in a hole, stop digging. Let's get back to the game. Coming up is Jake Watts, the junior center fielder, fouled out to first base his first time. Looks at a fastball high from Attleboro's Jake Gorman, 1-0.
Jake enters this inning through 3 innings, has thrown just 34 pitches and is looking pretty good.
Lashed. Diving
Tipped.
McMahon tips it to Foster at short. Throws across the diamond, not in time. That would have been a 5-6-3. Instead, it's an infield hit.
Yeah, if Foster hesitated just for a second, I don't think he would have had him based on the hustle down the line in his throw. Would have been a little bit closer, but Foster hesitated, probably surprised that the ball came right to him. So.
Coming up is Liam Mulkern, the junior. Oh, no. Who's this? It's number 26.
Ryan Jacobs.
Yep.
The pitcher.
Yep.
Mulkern had gone 0 for 1 before taking out. He had struck out earlier. One of 2 strikeout victims to Jake Gorman.
1-0. Fouled it off. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that was an infield hit we're giving Jake Watts because Matt McMahon was diving to his left, deflected the ball to the shortstop. And again, an error is when the play could have been made with routine effort. That was not routine.
Yeah, no. Matter of fact, I was surprised that Matt even got to the ball.
Yeah.
I didn't think he was going to get to that. It was a nice play by McMahon. Runner going on a curveball. Nice
Pitches outside, throws down, safe at second base is Watts with the first steal of the game for Foxboro.
I believe that pitch was high for a ball, so 2-1.
Yep.
Pitched a great pitch to run on. I tell you, that was a heck of a throw by Camacho down to second base.
Yep.
Made it a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. So Foxboro getting aggressive, trailing by 5.
Just missing the low outside corner. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Oh, no, apparently they called it a strike.
They did call it, okay.
I called it a ball.
2-2.
But like you said, the umpire's not asking for my advice either.
And he just flashed a signal for us. Thank you. Low, 3 balls, 2 strikes. And again, our home plate umpire, Paul Callahan, played at Cardinal Spellman in high school. That's in Brockton, and then graduated from Bridgewater State College. He was a senior in 1976 when I was a freshman. I didn't ask him what position he played in football. I don't think it was tailback, though.
I'm going to go with line.
Our base umpire is Mark D'Angelo, a former Franklin Panther, and he played at Assumption College, home of the Greyhounds, now Assumption University, graduated in 2003. Beautiful campus on the west side of Worcester.
That's where I got my master's.
And the Worcester Beckett Little League is that section, the west section of Worcester. They were in the Little League World Series about a decade ago.
Nice.
So Jacobs, his first at-bat.
3-2. Nobody out. Runner on second.
Fastball called strike outside corner.
He knew it too.
Yep. That is the 3rd strikeout of the game for Jake Gorman. Is it my imagination, or is he throwing the ball a little harder now than he was earlier?
That one might have been his best fastball of the day.
Yeah.
Most pop on it for sure.
1 out. Runner in scoring position at second base. Attleboro leads 6-1 here in the top of the 4th. Low on the heater, 1-0 to Mike O'Toole, senior first baseman. Flew out to right field his first time.
If I remember correctly, Ben Hawkwater tracked it down nice out in right center, playing the wind. Fooled him on that one.
Yes, curveball. Took something off it, way out in front of it. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
Nice pitch by Gorman. Really seems to be in control. He's only given up 3 hits so far.
And just the look on his face now is just more confident than it was in the first inning. Breaking ball outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. We're in the 4th inning, top of the 4th. 6-1 Bombardiers.
Tell you where Jake has improved so much the last few years. I coached him back when he was around a freshman.
He overcame that, folks.
He overcame that for sure. Ooh, right back in his head.
Shot right up the middle, almost hit Jacobs, interrupting Callahan's story. Coming around from second, sliding across the plate is Jack Watts. Second run for Foxboro. The score is 6-2. An RBI single for Mike O'Toole. Kevin, you were saying?
I was just saying where Jake has gotten better right before they got a hit right past him up the middle. He used to be able to have a tell with his curveball.
Oh, okay.
You could see it coming, and he's really worked hard in the offseason the last couple of years to hide it. So now he throws it, or the delivery looks to be the same as his fastball.
Excellent.
And that's made him a much more effective pitcher. So.
Foxboro now with 2 runs on 4 hits, and they have a runner on first. 1 out, pitches outside to Kenny Mello, the sophomore left fielder who ground out to first his first time up.
No, third.
Third, yes. Who threw to first.
Yes, he did.
Yes. I knew there was a first base in there somewhere. Fouled back. Kevin, you're very, very interested in the foul balls today.
The van got hit yesterday. I'm just kind of curious to see.
Okay.
That in my wife's car. I'm just curious to see if any of these get hit.
What do you got for a count? 1-1?
1-1. To the 8-hitter, Kenny Mello, grounded out the third, his first at bat. Runner not going.
Swing and a miss out front of that curveball by Gorman. That one a little. He's got different speeds in that curve, Kevin.
Yeah, he does. He's really become an effective pitcher. Jake Gorman going to be going to Framingham State next year as well. I think I mentioned that in the last broadcast. I should bring up the Attleboro players where they're going.
Yes. Fastball, swing and a miss. As this has been Gorman's best inning. Second out, both by strikeouts. So now there's 2 outs. Runner on first. Score is 6-2 Bombardiers. Tyler Prescott, the freshman second baseman, steps to the plate.
Your other college commits on Attleboro, Bailey Camacho going to Colby Sawyer. Ball high. And Matt McMahon going to Mass Maritime.
Oh, really?
All of them hoping to pursue some baseball at the D3 level, which, as I found out, is a job.
Yes.
Kids have to really keep up their academics and their athletics, and 6 a.m. lifts. And
I remember my freshman year going out for the fall baseball team at Bridgewater State, which was a hell of a lot of nerve, considering I didn't start for my high school team. I mean, we were a great team. We started out 15-0.
Strike low.
Yep, but it took me about 3 practices in to realize, they're not looking for a singles hitting third baseman. Coach was nice enough to let me hang around all season, but next year, the following spring came around, I went out for track.
Yeah.
Fastball fouled back. I got 1 and 2.
Yes, 1 and 2.
To Tyler Prescott. Now, just a freshman, Kevin, did I hear correctly that this year Foxboro does not have a JV or freshman program?
That was the case in softball for sure.
Okay.
Because we found out that an 8th grader for Foxboro beat Sharon the other day 11-1.
Wow.
4-1, had 11 strikeouts.
Wow.
So that's at the softball level.
Oh, fastball that I'm telling you, the freshman Tyler Prescott was all over that fastball, foul down the first base line, 1 and 2.
Right out of the reach of the left-handed throwing first baseman Jamie Block as he's jumping off the base. It would have gone to his left down the line. It was just foul.
Steve Dunley, the coach for the Bombardiers, a Boston College grad, his 3rd year, 2nd season. That curveball got out of his hand. Came out of his hand wrong. Just a bit high. 2 and 2. Coach Dunley's daughter, as a sophomore, was a starting midfielder on the soccer team.
And he has an 8th grade son that's following his footsteps as a pitcher.
Called strike 3, a fastball in the low part of the zone. And that will end the inning for Foxboro. 1 run on 2 hits, 1 runner left on base. After 3.5 innings, Attleboro 6, Foxboro 2. We'll be right back on AACS 15 Sports.
L&J Car Wash, located just past the Attleboro line on Route 123 in Norton, is available for all your vehicle cleaning needs. Open every day, beginning at 8 a.m., L&J has the equipment to clean your vehicles inside and out, from 24-hour heated self-service bays to full detailing service and hand sanitizer for your personal needs. For more information, you can contact them at 508-223-3278 or on their website at ljcarwash.com.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports, 1320 WARA Radio. I'm Paul Healy along with Kevin Callahan. Keeping us honest in the truck is Peter Bray running the graphics. And Jim Jones is our engineer in charge. Dave Angel will also be editing this broadcast later for later showing on AACS 15 TV, and also set up our GoPro camera on the backstop.
Thank you.
Yes.
I do know the parents and family members, they all appreciate it. Oh, we got some changes.
Kevin's getting the changes from home plate umpire Paul Callahan.
He whispered them.
What?
He whispered them.
Yeah.
He whispered the changes to the coach. We'll get them as they happen. I'll give you a quick update on the softball game. It's Attleboro scored 3 in the top of the 4th to take a 3-2 lead over Foxboro, and that is the score after 4 innings. It's Attleboro 3, Foxboro 2 after 4.
So the softball game at Foxboro, 3-2 Bombardiers. This baseball game is here in Attleboro, and as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning, the Bombardiers lead 6-2. Coming up will be top of the order.
No.
Oh, wait.
3-4-5.
3-4-5. I didn't flip over my score sheet. That's why we got that.
Mac McMahon, 1 for 2.
Yep.
Single to center. RBI, fly out to
6-2.
center. 6-2. What did I say?
Yeah. No, Mark Coolast.
Oh.
Called strike 1 to Matt McMahon as the lefty Jacob starts him with a breaking ball. Did you mention McMahon is 1 for 2 with an RBI and 2 stolen bases?
I didn't mention the stolen bases, but I did mention the run score.
There we go. It's a team effort, folks.
It is a team effort, absolutely. Out in front of that one is McMahon, 0-2. Jake Gorman, the pitcher, on deck.
Get that ready. McMahon close to the plate. Fastball goes the other way with it. Base hit to right field. That's what they call good hitting, folks.
Very good hitting.
Pitch was on the outside part of the plate. You try to pull that, you're going to ground out weakly to third. Instead, it's a line drive single to right.
Well, you hear so often, growing up, shorten your swing, you get 2 strikes, shorten your swing.
Yeah.
Well, that's exactly what they mean by shortening your swing. And count was 0-2.
Yeah.
He shortened his swing.
Yeah.
He hit it between the hole. Base hit. I won't say it's that simple, but it really
It's
is.
not rocket science. So
Looks like we do have Evan Hool in the on-deck circle.
That
Wild
pitch is high and away, and that will be a wild pitch. Trotting down to second base is Matt McMahon, who's a bit angry. He wants another stolen
He
base
wants-
to his
exactly.
credit.
So in the on-deck circle right now is Evan Hool for Owen Tabor.
So Gorman is up, the pitcher. Base hit for an RBI to center field in the first inning, and a base hit to left field and scored a run in the third. What's the count, Kevin?
Now way ahead in the count, 2-0.
2-0.
And if Gorman can turn on one, as we mentioned, that fence in left field down the line, it's probably about 310, 315 in that range. Definitely has that type of power.
Ball 3 high and outside. Attleboro now has 8 hits on the game.
Look for Gorman to have the green light here. A lot of coaches are giving their players green lights
Yeah.
on 3-0.
I'm going to curse the teams in just a minute.
Okay.
Lefty
Runner goes.
runner is going. Called strike on the upper part of the zone. Throw down to third, not in time. So Matt McMahon gets his stolen base. That's his third and the team's 10th stolen base. 3-1 is the count on Jake Gorman. I'll go ahead and say it, even though it's going to ruin it for everyone. No errors for either team yet in this game.
I thought it earlier. I'm like, I'm not going to say it.
What'd you kick me for? Ball 4 outside to Gorman. And
if Gorman's on first, could Eric Larilla be far behind?
That's the 5th walk that Attleboro. Yes. And here comes Larillo. That's the 5th walk Attleboro has generated today.
3 by Gorman. I'm sorry, no, just 1 by Gorman. Sorry, he's 2 for 2 with a walk.
Yeah. So for Foxboro coach Derek Seuss in his 5th year, 4th season, you remember what Casey Stengel used to say? The walks will kill you.
Oh, they will. So Eric Larilla first and third with nobody out.
Larillo's going right away. What a jump against the lefty. They throw down. Shortstop cuts it off. That's LeClaire. Staying at third base was McMahon. Well read. So the 11th stolen base of the game goes to Larillo. His second.
Larilla, yeah, he got the jump on the leg, freeze, and he must have read the shoulders as he was going to the plate and took off. First is third. Always tough in Little League, always tough in high school, too.
Yes.
Pass ball.
That
Play
one
to
was
the
up
plate,
high.
they're gonna flip,
McMahon
and-
scores as he swipes the plate with his left hand. Okay, Matt had too much fun on that slide.
They came in with the hand down. So, and pinch hitting, like we said, Evan Hool right now has a count 2-0. Pinch hitting for Owen Tabor.
Thank you very much.
And I'll call that a wild pitch.
Yes. Second wild pitch.
So the count 2-0 to Hool. Hool comes into the game. He is hitting .333 on the year with a .400 on base percentage. I'll ask Papa Hool after this who his favorite Hool is.
Ball
Who his
is
favorite grandchild
high.
is. 3-0.
3-0 to Evan Hool. Kevin, look how long this pencil still is. And look how little's left on the eraser.
Can't even see the eraser.
Been a tough season for the kid.
On game 2.
I know. Game 3. We
Game
had a
3, game 2,
softball
that's right,
game.
we had a softball.
Outside to Hool. That is the 6th walk issued to Attleboro batter. So now Hool is at first base. At third base is the pitch runner Larillo.
And it's 7-2, and it's the bottom of the 4th. So look for Attleboro to stay aggressive. This game is not over by any stretch of the imagination. We both called games where the games are not over. So look for Hool to go on the first and second pitch. He throws it away.
A pickoff attempt is thrown wide, foul territory, deep and right. Trotting home is Larillo to make it 8-2.
I'm going to give the error to the first baseman on that. I thought he should have had that one. Went off his glove. Unless you can talk me out of it.
Nope.
But in the words of Paul Healy, we have not seen an error yet this game.
Oh, rats.
What was that said about 38 seconds ago, maybe 39?
It's the consistency that amazes me. And now trying to steal third base, and there is successfully is Evan Hool. ends up sitting on the base on his backside.
And that's the first pitch to Bailey Camacho.
So 1-0.
Yep, 1-0, and Bailey's 1 for 2 on the day with 2 RBIs. He had a 2 RBI single in the 3rd inning.
Yep.
Hit into a double play, and that would have got a WH well hit.
Yes.
Double play ball because he crushed a 1-hopper right at the shortstop.
Best defensive play we've seen. Leclerc, the sophomore, stepped on second, fired to first. The lefty to the set.
Ooh.
Camacho swings and misses at the curveball low. It is now 1-1, and that wasn't close.
He was swinging for the center field fence. That's about 1,000 feet away.
Yes, right.
Should be turning on the inside one, maybe for the left field fence.
Jacobs. That ball's lofted over second base into right center field for a base hit. Another run scores for the Bombardiers, 9-2.
And for Bailey, that's his 3rd RBI of the game. And for the season, that gives him 5 on the season.
That leads the team, right?
That leads the team now, yeah. Mac McMahon has 4.
18 for block.
All right, that I heard. That's Billy Saltmarsh. Block was 0 for 2 on the day, reached on the fielder's choice and made it to 3rd base. Played a good first base, but Billy Saltmarsh is in.
So runner at first is 22.
Oh, that would be Christian Dane.
Christian Dane, pinch running.
Would be the courtesy runner.
Courtesy runner for
Bailey
block.
Camacho.
Bailey Camacho, yes.
And Billy Saltmarsh comes into the game with just 1 at bat on the season.
Curveball outside.
2-0 to Billy Saltmarsh. So
he's a junior.
I believe so. And Ben Lehane is a senior. I think you mentioned that earlier, and I think I said he was a sophomore. So I was only off by 2 years. Runner goes.
Runner is going. Thrown out to second. 1 hop. In with a stolen base. 12th of the day for the Bombardiers. Wow. Is Christian Dane.
2 balls, 1 strike.
So here comes the pitch to Saltmarsh. Swing and a miss. Ball was breaking ball, I believe, in the outer part of the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
To Billy Saltmarsh. Healthy lead at second for Dame.
Oh, foul. Well hit, but it went foul for Saltmarsh. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Just out in front of it, and definitely foul all the way, but he hit that well.
Left fielder Mello tosses it into Coach Pagano.
Still nobody out. Runner on second.
Wow.
2-2 to count. 3 runs in.
On 2 hits.
9-2 is the score here in the bottom of the 4th inning. William. Runner goes.
Foul. Fielded by 1 hand by Welby, the Foxboro catcher.
Popped up, caught it, but it was foul.
2
That would have
balls.
been interesting. He might have been able to tag him if he
Yes.
throw the 3rd.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Best offensive showing of the year for Attleboro so far.
Yep. Stays alive. Good thing there's a fence. It would have hit me. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes to Saltmarsh, his first at bat. Jamie Block earlier had grounded back to the pitcher, reached on a fielder's choice.
And I noticed Danny Johnson in the on-deck circle, so it looks like he might be pinch hitting for Nate George.
Okay.
That's going to be a hit.
Over the leaping shortstop, Leclerc charging to 3rd base and holding there is 22 Dame.
Yeah, the shortstop Leclerc actually was a lot closer to that than I
Really?
thought he was going to be. I thought that was just a base hit in the left. As a matter of fact, I thought Dame had a bad read on it.
Yeah.
And sure enough, I see Leclerc go up, and well, good thing Christian wasn't listening to me.
Yeah.
Because, he had a hold at 3rd. So it's 1st and 3rd, nobody out.
Bombardiers now have 9 runs on 10 hits.
And I think we got a pitching change as Danny Johnson is going to come to the plate. And he will hit for Nathan George.
Okay.
George, who was officially 0 for 0, reached base on 2 walks, stole 2 bases, scored a run. And we have a new pitcher. It's a righty.
And we'll try to hear Coach Seuss.
Catcher's blocking his number, so we can't see that.
Hold on.
Number 3.
Okay, so
Griffin Morris.
Griffin Morris will come in to pitch now.
Senior.
And we will take a break with the score. The Bombardiers 9, the Warriors 2. We are in the bottom of the 4th inning. Nobody out. We'll be right back.
Does your back hurt after a long night's sleep? Has your mattress seen better days? Is your current bedroom furniture a mixture of different furniture sets? The Bedding Center, located on Pleasant Street and proud sponsor of this radio station and high school sports, offers a wide array of mattresses along with beds, bedroom furniture, and odd-sized mattresses and box springs. You can reach them online at bedding-center.com or by phone at 508-226-8090.
Bristol Glass, 110 North Main Street in Attleboro, has supported local high school sports for many years. Bristol Glass has been chosen for glass replacement projects for home and business for over 60 years. From shower doors to auto glass and mirror replacement, Bristol Glass is ready to do the job. They accept most insurance plans and serve several communities around the Attleboro area. They're open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. You can contact them at 508-222-5810 and on the web at bristolglass.com.
Oh, thank you, Mark. Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. Right now we are, after the pitching change, Griffin Morris will pitch for Foxboro. Kevin, we have an update in the softball game.
Yeah, one more run for Attleboro in the top of the 5th to take a 4-2 lead on a triple by Lindsey Perry and Riley Camacho with the infield single to score the run. In the bottom of the 5th, Foxboro scores 1, so it's 4-3. Attleboro leads Foxboro after 5. Close game there.
Griffin Morris is pitching, right-hander. His first at-bat will be Danny Johnson. He's a lefty. Whereas number 8 doesn't hold the bat as high as Carl Yastrzemski.
No, he does not.
Similar leg lift. First offering is outside. Ball 1 to Danny.
It's 1st and 3rd. Nobody out. 3 runs in here for Attleboro in the bottom of the 4th, and the score is 9-2. Danny Johnson, this
Sophomore.
is his first at bat of the season, I believe. And he gets hit.
He was hit by the pitch. And again, like earlier, the Foxman, no attempt. He didn't lean into it, but he made no attempt to move. Went off his thigh. Second Attleboro batter hit by a pitch. We have bases loaded.
For Dylan James. And for Dylan, this is his first at bat. Second at bat.
Called strike.
Oh, okay, yeah. Dylan James pinch ran in the 3rd, so this is his first at bat of the season.
And he's also a sophomore. Second pitch. Ooh, high over the catcher's head. Screaming in from third base is number 22, Dane. And that'll be on a wild pitch. So that makes it 10-2.
And the count is 1-1 to Dylan James. Yep. Dylan James was pitched 5 innings the other day, has a 1.4 ERA. This is his first at bat of the season.
Moving down to second was Johnson.
Not going. Ball scoots away from the catcher, but not far enough to advance the runners. Plus, he had it blocked, so the runner couldn't see exactly just how far away it got. If he had had a real good jump, he possibly could have scored, but no need to take that risk. Second and third, nobody out to Dylan James.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Going for the full windup. Foxborough has a defense back.
That one is high from Morris. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Take that back. The third baseman's in, just in front of the base. The first baseman's kind of in as well. Middle infielders are back.
Almost double play depth, it looks like. Oh, wow. That was high and screaming home. A second runner scores on a wild pitch. That was...
Ball 4, runners advance.
Saltmarsh who scores. Oh,
yeah, Billy Saltmarsh scores on a wild pitch. Danny Johnson advances to third. Dylan James goes to first on the walk. And his release has been very high. He's been missing extremely high. And that turns the order over. And we got a pinch hitter here. We have...
So now it's 10.
Yeah, number 2, Hayden Hegarty for Ben Hockwater.
Okay. Called strike.
So my guess is Haggerty will hit for Hawkwater and stay in the game and play right field.
Yep. Called strike one, 1-0 to Hayden.
First and third, and right now Dylan James was not stealing on that, and I wonder if they're not going to. We'll see.
No, it's 11, isn't it?
2, 4, 6.
It's 11. Sorry, Peter Bray.
11 to 2. 11 to 2. You are correct.
Yep.
Sorry.
6 + 5 is 11. I'm deep. I'm perceptive. I see things.
He's got everyone. All the changes are coming in right now, and we're just trying to keep up with the changes.
Yep.
And unlike MLB, they move the game right along. Foul ball for Haggerty. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Hayden Haggerty.
Receiver and safety on the football team likes to hit people.
Nothing wrong with that.
Oh, no. That ball is high and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. There were a couple of times. Hayden, that's the linebacker's job. We appreciate the enthusiasm.
just playing the game tough.
Yes, exactly.
Playing it the right way. Play it through the whistles.
Exactly right. Runners on first and third. Breaking ball called. Strike. Best pitch of the day so far for Morris. So that's 1 out.
First out, first and third, and it's supposed to. And this Cam Foster comes up. Cam is 2 for 3, 2 singles, an RBI, a run scored, 2 stolen bases, and reached on a fielder's choice.
9th batter of the inning. 11-2 Bombardiers. 5 runs this inning on 3 hits.
Infield at double play depth for Foxboro.
High. 1-0 to Cam Foster.
Morris has to make a more concerted effort to bring the ball down. He's missing high on almost every pitch. Even the strike 3 call was a little bit high, but that's been a consistent call by the umpire.
Yeah. Breaking ball down the third.
Ball.
Oh, foul.
No,
fair ball. Fair ball.
I thought it was fair. I thought it went right over the corner of the base.
Scoring is number 8, Danny Johnson. That makes it 12-2 Bombardiers. And Kevin, you're absolutely right. That was a fair ball. I called it too early.
Yeah, I thought
umpire Paul Callanan all over it.
Yeah, right down the line, and it looked like it went right over the front corner of the base. If the base was 90 feet 2 inches, it would have been foul, but it was at 90 feet.
So that's an RBI?
Yeah, RBI for Foster. And Matt McMahon is now up.
So Foster's at first and at third base.
No, it's a double.
Oh, double. He's at second. Okay. And
Matt McMahon comes to the plate. Matt's 2 for 3, 2 runs scored.
So at third base is Dylan James?
Yes.
Way out in front of that swing and a miss, Matt McMahon. So 1 RBI.
Matt has scored 2 runs as well, 3 stolen bases on the day, an RBI and a fly out the center, and has played a pretty good third base as well.
Yes, 1, 2, 3. So 4 hits so far this inning. Come on, Matt. 1, 2, 3, and 6 runs.
That's high, not coming.
Yep. Wow. So
I always wonder how that's in a 3-2 game.
Yeah.
Attleboro's taking a run there. It's always a fine line. It's a 7-inning game. You always when to call off the dogs.
Yes.
And when to stay aggressive. These games can turn on a dime.
Right.
But you also don't want to run up the score on anybody.
Ball is high.
And especially a team that
2-1 or 3-1?
3-1.
3-1.
Especially a team in a normal year that you may play twice. Maybe not this year. They might only be playing once. They're on the other side of the division.
Yep.
But in a normal year, you play them twice. You got good relationships with these leagues, with these teams in the Hawk.
Goes with a pitch into right field for a base hit. Again, Matt McMahon, nice piece of hitting. He's got a base hit to center field, and twice he's gone with an outside pitch to right field. Another hit, another RBI for Matt McMahon.
Yeah, real good piece of hitting there. Attleboro going station to station as Cam Foster goes to third base on that. So it's first and third, 1 out.
Yep.
5, 6, 7 runs this inning to make the score 13-2. I believe there is a run rule, and it looks like that's going to be the day for Morris as he goes out to right field. And if I had a guess, this is going to be a straight swap with the right fielder coming in to pitch. And the right fielder would be Tom Marsuella. The
Marcasella.
Junior. Marcasella, thank you. The junior.
Yep.
And that looks to be a straight switch. Morris for Marcasula. Marcasula into pitch. So that'll close the book on Morris.
So Marcusella comes from right field, and Morris just went to right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so we're going to take a break, but before we do, the score is 13-2 Bombardiers. We'll be right back on AACS 15 Sports.
W.H. Riley is here for your home or business needs this summer. They're a family-run business that always welcomes new customers. They offer air conditioning, generator, and home appliance installation with 24-hour emergency service. For more details, you can contact them at 508-699-4651 or on the web at whriley.com. W.H. Riley & Son, 35 Chestnut Street, North Attleboro, a company Greater Attleboro residents have called on since 1873.
We are strong, we are resilient, and we will get through this together. But these are stressful times, and it's important to also practice good self-care. It's normal to feel overwhelmed, anxious, or afraid, but there is hope. Reach out to someone, connect with your friends, stay in touch with your community, and know that you are not alone. Learn more at wearebroadcasters.com/hope, furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
All right, welcome back to this broadcast of Attleboro High School baseball as they have an 13-2 lead over Foxboro here in the bottom of the fourth. The 11th batter of the inning is going to come up. We believe that's going to be, will be Jake Gorman. The pitcher is now Marcasella for Foxboro, their fourth. Kevin, what's going on elsewhere?
We got some great updates on the Attleboro-Foxboro softball game. We got I'll just read it to you as it was sent to me.
Okay.
Single by Brenna Morse, a triple by Meg Gordon, 5-3. Natalie Manson, a sac fly to center. Meg Gordon scores to go up 6-3 after 5.5. A quick 1-2-3, bottom of the sixth. Attleboro up 6-3 after 6.
Okay. Stepping to the plate is the starting pitcher for the Bombardiers, Gorman.
First and third, one out.
He's
for
two.
The new pitcher.
He's 2 for 3. Reached on an error.
He
hits that well to left. And unable to get there is Mello. It gets by Mello. It'll roll to the wall about 315 feet away. Trotting home is Cam Foster. That makes it 14-2. 8th run of the inning, 6th hit.
Second RBI. Lorilla into run again this inning.
So first pitch swinging. So the first pitch from the new relief pitcher, Marcasella. Second RBI. And I have completely lost track of which runs are earned and which is unearned. That pitch is low and outside to Evan Hool.
Evan reached on a walk and scored this inning on. He advanced to second on an error on a pickoff attempt.
Yep.
Ended up stealing third and came home.
1-0 to Evan.
Second and third, one out.
Pitch is low, 2-0. So at second base now is
Eric Lorella,
who's the courtesy runner.
In Attleboro playing station to station. If it's a double, the runner will go from first to third. If it's a single, they'll go from first to second.
Yeah. Ball hits the plate, bounced straight up, but with the score, Lorilla does the right thing and stays at second base.
McMahon and McMahon didn't come home either.
McMahon's at third. Yes, there we go.
Lorilla's at second.
Okay, so was that a double for Gorman?
Yeah, that was a double for Gorman. I think it made it all the way to the fence.
Okay. So a double. Here we go. Well hit.
Swinging.
Hool, who hit cleanup in the first game, lashes that into left field. And again, Attleboro going station to station. So 1 run scores McMahon. Stopping at third was Lorillo.
And up steps. Now we have a pinch hitter, Aiden Hawkwater.
6, 7, 8, 9. So it is 15-2. 9 runs this inning. 7 hits.
Yep, and Aiden Hawkwater, the sophomore, backup catcher, going after the first pitch when we're writing his name in the book.
Yeah.
Foul ball.
So Hool had a base hit and an RBI.
So it's first and third, one out for Aiden Hawkwater, getting his first high school at bat, as most sophomores obviously did not play last year. So first and third, one out.
So
Infield back for Foxboro.
And this is the Bailey Camacho spot in the order?
Yes. Looks like a slow curve for strike two. So down 0-2. First and third. Hool's on Who's on first? Who's on first?
Yes.
And Lorilla is on third.
Breaking ball. Aiden Hawkwater took over as quarterback. What do we have for a count?
0-3.
Oh, strike three. Sorry, I was looking down. There it is.
That's the second out of the inning. And this should be Billy Saltmarsh, right? Number 18? Yes, it is.
There we go.
Billy Saltmarsh had a single and a run scored this inning. He's 1 for 1 on the day. Got his first varsity hit.
15-2 here in bottom of the fourth as the Bombardiers botting around and then some. Called strike on the outside corner from Marcicella.
I'm going to check and see if there's a run rule.
Yep, base hit to left field, as Kevin said last time up. And again, I have completely lost track of how many runs are earned and how many are unearned. And I don't think I'm going to get that back.
I think most of them are earned. I think it was just the one error on the pickoff.
Well, a couple runs scored on wild pitches.
Oh,
Shot down left field. Fair ball deep into the corner. That's.
Now they're going to hold him at a single.
So that's a single and a run scored. So scoring was Hool?
Yep.
Or 19?
No, sorry. Scoring was Lorilla. Advancing the second was Hool.
Yep.
And Billy Saltmarsh gets his second varsity hit, first varsity RBI. And up steps Danny Johnson, who walked and scored.
So that makes it 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, 10 runs this inning, 16 overall.
Something I learned this year that maybe everyone knows, and I just didn't. Maybe you knew. Wild pitch is an earned run. Pass ball is an unearned run because it's on the pitcher. Somebody told me that. I'll have to look that up for sure. But,
okay, because a wild pitch is on the pitcher.
It's on the pitcher,
okay,
but if a pitcher makes an error, it's an unearned run.
Okay.
But a wild pitch is on the pitcher, so it is charged as an earned run.
Wow.
Versus a pass ball. And I don't know if you can go back and say, he would have scored on that hit. I don't know if you can do all that. Swing and a miss. Sorry.
Swing and a miss.
0-2 to Danny Johnson. Sorry, I'm doing your job.
That's fine. That's
2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth. Runners on first and second. Infield back, outfield straight away.
Breaking ball, swing and a miss. In the dirt, though, running down to first is Johnson. There's the throw. Johnson's going to beat it out. Wow.
Pass ball.
There was a World Series game. What year was it? Yankees-Dodgers in the World Series when the Dodgers were still in Brooklyn, where the Yankee pitcher had a no-hitter in the ninth inning, 2 outs, struck out the final batter.
Call Ireland. Kean Kelleher just got hit by a pitch.
Wow, Kean Kelleher is in, and he's hit by a pitch. But anyway, so he, instead of a no-hitter to win a World Series game, the ball got past the catcher. Runner advances to first. Dodgers then hit a 3-run homer to win the game 3-1. Or 3-2. Amazing.
That's incredible.
So that was
Kean Kelleher.
Okay.
We didn't have a chance to call Ireland.
And he was hit by a pitch.
Kean Kelleher in our summer league led the league in hit by pitches. He got hit by 7 pitches in the summer in 16 games. It is incredible how he can just get hit by pitches.
So bases are now loaded.
Actually, Kean got a run in. Evan Hool scored.
Oh, wow, okay.
Bases are still loaded. 2 outs for Hayden Hegarty.
So is that 17? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11 and 6, 17 runs.
Yeah.
Hayden Hegarty is up, and I have no idea what the first pitch was.
It's 0-2.
0-2, thank you.
Or the second pitch.
It's tough to keep up. Man. And he blasts that ball to left field, but on the run is Mello with the catch.
For the third out.
Lining out to left field. So they sent 17 batters to the plate that inning. They score 11 runs. I give up on how many hits they have. I think it was 7. It is 17-2 after 4 innings. We'll be right back on AACS 15 Sports.
Funding for this station is provided by Fisherman 3 Restaurant. Have a craving for fried or broiled seafood but don't have time to drive to the Cape? The Fisherman's 3 restaurant, located at 411 Old Colony Road in Norton, has shrimp, squid, and lobster made to order. Their seafood arrives daily from the ocean to your table with other menu options available. They're normally open every day, but now have special COVID hours of Friday and Saturday, 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. for takeout or sit down. They're also currently hiring. For more information or to order, you can call 508-222-8090.
You're listening to WARA 1320 AM, Attleboro.
Welcome back. Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. I'm Paul Healy along with Kevin Callahan, and thank heavens his pencil started out as a long pencil anyway. As we get ready to head to the top of the 5th, near Mercy Rule territory, the Bombardiers with 17 runs on 14 hits. They've left 8 on base, 1 Foxboro error. Foxboro with 2 runs on 4 hits. They've left 4 on base.
And Kean Kelleher is in the game for Dylan James. So I believe that means they lost their DH.
Okay. And where's he playing?
That's what I'm trying to find. First base.
Okay.
I think. Nope, that's 18. I'm trying to find.
So Saltmarsh is in at first base for block.
Yeah. I guess designated hitter. But Brady Johnson, if I got that name right, Brady Robinson. Brady Robinson, I'm sorry, is in the pitch for Jake Gorman. So Jake Gorman's day is done after 56 pitches, 4 innings, 2 runs, 2 earned, 4 hits, 5 strikeouts, and 1 walk.
Okay, so Brady Robinson here in the top of the 5th. And batting for Foxboro will be Tom Marcusella, who started in right field. He's now pitching. He lined out to right, walked, and scored Foxboro's first run in the 3rd inning. 17-2, top of the 5th.
And, the umpire's over there getting numbers. Here we are rushing, and the umpire's over there.
Yeah.
So Kean Kelleher is officially into the game for Dylan James at DH.
Okay.
First pitch, he gets hit, and he doesn't crowd the plate.
Yeah, it's funny.
It's Don Bailey used to crowd the plate.
Yeah.
But Kean doesn't. It's comical. Glad he doesn't get hurt.
Fastball is lashed foul, but Matt McMahon dives for it anyway. No balls, 1 strike to Marcusella.
Foxboro coach called the team in after that inning, and I'm sure he just said, okay, just work on what you need to work on.
Yeah.
This is one game. Every team has this game.
Yeah.
Good and bad. It's always
so
ball outside, 1-1. And for the batters, it's just a chance to continue to working on your mechanics. If you're hot, stay hot. If you're slumping, he has a chance to start to turn it around. Take each bat singularly and forget about the score.
Sidearm fastball fouled straight up. Hey, we have a new catcher in too.
Aiden Hockwater.
All right.
Foul to the pitcher.
So the pitcher Robinson makes that catch, not the catcher or first or third baseman. That's what I like to see. Drives me nuts in Major League Baseball. A pop fly to the mound, and the pitcher vacates the mound to let someone else play the catch. He's a pro athlete, for crying out loud. They can catch the ball.
We used to coach it. Don't go backwards on the ball because there's too many holes and everything.
Yeah.
But if it's in front of you or off to the side, you might have the best angle.
Yes. Okay, so I got to get.
First time seeing Brady Robinson pitch. He's got some pop on his fastball.
Yep.
Nice to see.
So Hockwater, quarterback of the football team, in at catcher.
That's going to give Bailey a chance to rest his knees. The catching position is tough.
LeClaire, who's 2 for 2, hits
Goes
the ball
to the
deep to center field. Tracking it down and making the catch is George. So he's now 2 for 3.
Actually, that's probably Danny Johnson out there now.
Oh, okay.
That's my guess. He stayed out there. It's tough to tell.
So Ryan LeClaire, a single to left, a double to left center, and now a ball very well hit to deep center. 2 outs.
We have a pinch hitter here, number 9, Luke Davies for Sean Yost.
Yep. And Yost went 0 for 2, and Luke Davies.
Actually 0 for 1 with a sacrifice fly.
Sacrifice fly.
And an RBI. And he lined out to the shortstop.
Yep. Luke Davies. That was strike 1?
Yes, it was.
0-1.
So I like Little League with the 12-man rosters.
Yeah.
Tough to keep up.
9. Yeah.
He's a senior.
Okay.
0-2 to Davies, a senior, and on the top of the fifth, 17-2 in favor of Attleboro. Beautiful sunny day.
Yeah.
Sidearm.
Whoa, from Robinson, and diving for it is the catcher Hawkwater, who makes the catch. 1-1.
Brady Robinson trying to showcase all of his pitches here in his first outing. It's showing several different arm slots. Sidearm on that one, a la Kent Tekulve.
Yeah, Kent.
Dan Quisenberry.
Well, those are almost submarine. Check swing, slow roller. It's
Swing
a
and
bunt.
bunt.
Fielded by Robinson. Throws to first in time. What a great defensive play. And that'll be the third out, and we'll see.
I'm not sure if that's a game or not. It is a game. Athletic Director Mark Cool saying that's a game.
Yep.
We'll take him at his word. They're all shaking hands.
So for Foxboro, 2 runs on 4 hits. For the Bombardiers, 17 runs on 14 hits. Just 1 Foxboro error. They left 8 on base, the Bombardiers did. The win will go to Jake Gorman. 4 innings pitched. He allowed 4 hits in those 4 innings and just 2 runs. Struck out 5. And I don't believe walked 1 batter.
1 batter, yeah.
Wow.
Tremendous game. Really quick on the Attleboro, Foxboro. No runs, top of 6. Attleboro holding on to a 6-3 lead.
That's the girls over at Foxboro.
Yes, in softball action.
So there it is. The scorebook is too full to try to give you more specific information. But I'm going to tell you, Owen Tabor and Evan Houle, that slot in the batting order, scored 3 runs in this game. Matt McMahon, 3 runs scored, 2 runs knocked in, 3 stolen bases, and he played well defensively at third.
So I'm sorry. The top of the order had come in 1 for 20, and today top of the order went 4 for 6.
Wow.
So that they're at the top for a reason. And they're fast and they make good contact. So that was great. Matt McMahon 3 more hits. Jacob Gorman 3 more hits.
Yep.
Okay. Owen Tabor had hit. Yep. Yeah. So everybody, 1 through 9 through 18.
Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Paul Healy. He's Kevin Callahan. Peter Bray ran our graphics. Dave Angel assisted as well. Jim Jones, the engineer in charge. Thank you so much for joining us on AACS 15 Sports. And for the radio side of our audience, let me see what time it is. We're going to go back to our regularly scheduled program, which will be adult contemporary music, I believe. What's today, Thursday?
Today is Thursday.
Okay, till about 7 o'clock, and then we'll have old-time radio.
All right.
I believe at 8 o'clock, which is always fun and interesting. Sometimes drama, sometimes mysteries, sometimes comedy. Always a lot of fun. Dave Angels puts those together for us as well.
Excellent.
Kevin, that was fun.
That was a very interesting type game. Yes, absolutely. Nice pitching by Jake Gorman. Great outing by the Attleboro baseball team.
Yep. And boy, oh boy, did I use a lot of graphite from this pencil.
And an eraser.
Well, it is amazing. The pencil is still almost a full pencil length, and the eraser is almost gone.
It's incredible.
Wow. It is the 3rd game I've used it, but still. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us on 1320 WARA. I host a show called Pontificating with Paul and the Proletariat, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. until noon. It's a whole lot of fun. ADD Radio, we cover all kinds of topics. When the show is good, it's very, very good. When it's bad, it's utter drivel, but at least it's never average. Give it a shot. Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. till noon. Yep.
Kudos to Coach Dunley. He got every single player on the active roster into the game today.
Wow.
So
wow.
kudos to, in just, I know it was a blowout, but in only 4 innings.
Yeah.
Plus the top